मलाई लिची ल्याउनु मम्मी धेरै हैन 5-10 वटा ल्याउनु न पुग्छ मलाई त धेरै पर्दैन होगेन हल्ला नगरे न यसका पाण्डे पर्वन जुन कुरा चाहिँ मन पर्दैन त्यो कुरा पठाएर के हो long time after very long time हट्ट पहिले सुरु नराम्रो गयो एक नम्बर थोडा कम कर एउटा त अमिलो भेटे मैले अब अरु चाहिँ हेरौँ रसिलो त रसिलो रहेछ रसिलो अमिलो 2.3 गेममा दुईटा ड्र त खेले रहेछ 2 गेम जितौं चिट्ठा दोस्रो नि त्यस्तै बोगा ठीक छ बार्सा परेछ देतना ऐसा
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And as you can see, we've already started here. And he was alert to it. And that was very necessary. Oh, played through for the wide man. Looking for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, important interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Musiala, played right into his path. Pedri tries to clear. Doku providing an outlet on that flank. Pedri cuts out the pass. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his...
And Batistuta! He's done very well to get to that.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. Can he finish? And he welcomes it in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He is through here. Oh, it's just a little long.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pass is just off target. Palmer is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority.
Batistuta. Batistuta!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Looks to clip it forward. That's been cut out, well played. Musiala.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's out for a goal kick. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Now it's Batistuta. Cucurella gets across to intercept that. Batistuta. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has been knocked clear. Ribery. And it's Drogba. Over to the left. Musiala.
You can never be short of runners in this.
Musiala! Oh, there's a man in the way. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Batistuta. And that is masterful defending.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Musiala.
That was lovely, that.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Musiala with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Quality ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Batistuta. Yamal. No joy this time. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
They've played it short. Drogba! João Neves gets over and intercepts. Pedri. And now the breakaway. Batistuta. Doku. Chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
De Ligt. Cucurella. De Ligt. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Batistuta! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Doku. And the pass is intercepted. Gently done. Messi in acres of space out wide. No way through. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Drogba. There's the delivery. Oh, what a climb! Adams gets rid without sophistication. De Ligt. Cucurella. And De Ligt. Doku did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mbappe. Cucurella. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pedri! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pedri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Adams with the clearance. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Spread neatly. And here's Batistuta. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Cleared without complication. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Adams calmly anticipates. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Messi. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Manchester United have their third corner. Bastoni getting this one clear. Ball is over the line. It's a mighty effort! Bastoni is there and he can get that clear. Mbappe. Ribery. And that should get the job done. Corner number 4 coming up here. Tries a header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Cucurella. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Messi. And that's been won straight back. Mbappe. De Ligt is there to clear. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. That's going to go a long way. He's found a way through. Now it's Kane. Big chance! That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And that will be it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Very bad gameplay, very bad gameplay. मुलाकात हो ये क्या है भाई लग जा गले तेरे ना तेरे ना तेरे ना के यही हुन्छ यार केसरी बालम
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. The action has already started.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's a key interception. So what can they make of this? And that's put paid to a promising move. De Ligt promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the pass is intercepted.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, great header! Drogba gets flagged offside. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And that's definitely not his best. DiMarco. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Neatly clipped into space. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. James tries to clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And now they can spring out of defence. He has found the way through. Back into the middle. No, it's not getting there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
So we're still where we started right now. Musiala. That is a great... Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Musiala! Just off target. Manchester United have their third corner. Rudiger with the clearance. Pedri! Japan are looking to go forward now. Looking here to chip it through. Rice. Japan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Matheus Cunha. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Musiala and Cucurella. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Driving forward. Matheus Cunha. 15 minutes till half-time. The ball has bounced loose now. James did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Batistuta. This is promising.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Looking for options for movement. Heads it! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Climbs up big! And it's hoisted clear.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Alexander-Arnold gets it away.
Added time.
James.
Dumfries really added the width there thanks to his will.
He's got tall. No mistake. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. What a great header. Got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Japan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Darwin. Maciej Cunha. Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good ball. Shots on. Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Batistuta. And he's straight offside. He's not got that quite right. He's found a way through. A corner it is then. Corner number 2 then. That That is a brilliant interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Time and again they are repelled. Looking for the runner, and that could set him on his way. And the flag has stayed down.
Oh, that's such a good run.
Up he goes! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Udogi.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Dumfries. And it's Rudiger. Darwin. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through. Batistuta could try cutting inside here. And that has been knocked clear. Cucurella. Here's Mathias Cunha. No, that's been intercepted. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's had it nicked away. James. Great ball if he can get there. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! And it's there! And surely that settles it. That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
A case now of complete control. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just...
And the finish! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Nice physical challenge. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Drogba. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Kamavinga. Always onto this. Oh, just skips past his man. That's good defending, very good defending. And here's Nunez.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Plenty to aim at here. Dumfries. Cucurella tries to clear. Fiddles it through. And he welcomes it in. Well, that's well spotted. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Delivers the ball. He can get that clear. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Nice ball, and he's in here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Darwin. Out to the right. Spread neatly. Oh, that's fabulous. Beckham proves just a little bit too strong. Quickly taken. Beckham. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Manchester United already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his...
Musiala! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Cucurella. Aim forwards, bops him off it and wins back the ball. Foden, looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's had a shot! They've done it! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He is through here. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, what has happened here? Real chance!
Manchester United have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
And it's Messi. Cucurella cuts it out.
Messi really added the width there.
Great hit! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, it's Batistuta. Great ball, and Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He can run onto that. And he's taking no chances there.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he put it away? Well, the counter could be on here. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Mbappe. He's got away.
Oh, that's such a good run.
Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
"30 minutes gone. Now it's Drogba. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's looking wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Played back in. And that's another good win of the ball. Drogba. Musiala.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's got the beating of his man. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the finish! And the shot! And oh, he's been caught, and it's come back out to him. And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
That's an example of the sixth sense of opportunism that many of his ilk show. Masterful anticipation.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. De Ligt clears it away. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Mbappe. Musiala. That has been slung wide. And he's managed to get free. Swung over. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
2 added minutes has
We've
been
seen
in the
that
game.
early. Used a certain sixth sense.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Manchester United are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's
Hits one! No mistake! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. And they win it back again. Barcola. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what a pass! Big chance! He scored! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Drogba chasing after it. Musiala, passing is crisp and sharp.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Decent hit! And that's wide. Can he get it through? Now it's Batistuta. And this is Batistuta! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Manchester United just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
And it's been taken short. And here's Batistuta! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's definitely not his best. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
No, that's been intercepted. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Musiala, and smartly reclaimed. Barcola. And he's whipped it across. Tries to get it clear. He's free. Can he finish? They've scored! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Manchester United finding their passes. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitution.
Foden. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pedri. There's the hit! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed...
And Batistuta! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Number 18, Messi. Coming on the field, number 22, Griezmann.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Brilliantly cut out. Pedri. Griezmann is in a really good position out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mbappe!
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United have their third corner. Ribery plays it short. Look at the space here. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a key interception. Great defending, strong and determined. Foden. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's been caught napping. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Batistuta. Davis. It's a good spell of possession, this. Chips it through. That's been cut out, well played. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. And he'll shoot here. Corner number 2 then. There's the header. And that has faded wide. Hakimi. Foden. The ball has bounced loose now. Alexander-Arnold couldn't squeeze it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's good vision. Oh, terrible mistake. Now can he... Bakula! And he's spooned it over the bar. Terrific header! In for the pieces! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. And that's it. Manchester United cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unpleasant. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's down to business here. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's
gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Yamal.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Menu. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alexander-Arnold. He's having a hit! Good strike, quite an alarm. Now it's Torres. He's found a way through. Now can he find a finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Otto. And he's there to clear it. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. That's a little off target. Bruno Fernandes. Short changes him with that pass. Chips it through. He's found a way through. Drogba! Goal! Manchester United!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Bruno Fernandes, up he goes! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's just beyond his reach. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Otto.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Looking here to chip it through. Oh, that was vital.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is good alertness. Pedri. Approaching the half-hour mark.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's an excellent interception. Well, there's the clearance. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Menu. Coman. He's had a shot! Pedri. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is one way to stop him. Goes down, but nothing given. That has ended up in no man's land.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Coleman. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Terrific header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Fernando Torres did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Cucurella. Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Owen, and he's been shifted off it. Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's a good ball out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Owen has a go! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Manchester United lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Manchester United carrying a 1-goal lead.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Has a look and plays it forward. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Owen touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Messi looking to get on the end of this. Menu. And it's Ribery. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's in plenty of space here. Coman. And the shot's on here. Torres! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Fernando Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Stood up well to him there. Manchester United have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Otto considers his options.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
That was travelling. Bastoni picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Half an hour gone in the second half. Hernandez, face to... There's the hit! He has done it! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
And that could set him on his way. Bruno Fernandes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Owen. And here's Torres.
Manchester United showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Coman. Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Manchester United complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Bastoni cuts out the pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the shot! They've done it! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every...
Minamino! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
It's a mighty effort! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Manchester United pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, it is one of those days in football that rarely disappoints, the intertwining plots and subplots which mess with our heads. One of the most dreaded days, of course, the fight against relegation, and it all rests on the outcome of 90 minutes of football to which we are all about to bear witness. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, he rises! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Musiala! A wonderful effort all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Ronaldinho. Now that's a fine challenge. And he's quick to get it clear again. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Ronaldinho really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Succumbs to the pressure. Manchester United finding their passes. That's a sharp pass. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's really well manoeuvred. Cross goes in there. Big header! Yes, it's there! Manchester United are back on level terms.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Manchester United grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
And he's there to clear it. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Delivery from Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. No, he refuses to take the bait. Nicely aimed pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the crowd aren't happy. They wanted a shot and it didn't arrive.
Back into the middle. And through to the goalkeeper. Chance here to counter. That is a great pick out. That's going to go a long way. He can get that clear.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bergkamp. Oh, that looks a good ball through. But it's great hit! This time, surely! It's a goal! Into the lead once more! Ribéry duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
India get themselves into the lead. Oh, he's found support out wide. Batistuta.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Well, that's an excellent interception. Pedri attempts a clearance. Cucurella. And he's picked out the run.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ribery. Can he get it through? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a pretty loose pass. Cucurella, who does have an assist to his name. De Ligt. And it's Batistuta. And the shot! Played it again.
There's much frustration as to the lack of...
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. Bergkamp. He could be in here. He gets big. No, not the best of headers.
India were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Bergkamp. He's played him through. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking for the runner. Nicely weighted ball.
Messi really added the width there thanks to...
He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, and he's through the middle.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Big chance, corner. India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Hernandez. Now it's Ribery. He is through here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. No way through. Serginho. He won't be happy with that one. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Musiala. Ribery. And here's Batistuta. Pedri. Musiala. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Drives it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. Quality ball. Neatly clipped into space. And here's Mbappe. Cucurella. Cucurella drives forward on the overlap. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Played back in. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Ribery. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's onside! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, not something you should be doing when you're desperate to save your team.
I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Alexander-Arnold taking charge of the dead ball. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, terrible mistake. Messi going face to face with his great rival. That's good vision. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's managed... Ronaldinho!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Pass somewhat off target. India ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's headed upfield. De Ligt. It's a great ball. Manchester United prepared to give anything for a goal right now, and I do mean anything.
Well, Peter, they're giving as good as they get. Just a little cutting edge or something to break their way. That's where they're at.
Caught offside that time.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field. Number 59.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Messi.
India can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Great goal! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Substitution on
Yeah, the
field.
assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Coming on to replace
Disappointment
him
and relief on either side. Nothing doing.
There will be 3 minutes
That is
added
good
to the
alertness. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Ronaldinho. Alexander-Arnold. And he's cut it out. Referee